Hey guys, welcome back to my channel here. This is Page of Fame. So I wanted to go ahead and I know I did a Samsung video on my last video, but I want to do one more Samsung video. It didn't do great. I think it was because the way it was, it may have came across as a kind of a bad video, or it just didn't get enough publicist because I don't know, my other videos were still doing great at that time. And I know it was a back-to-back post, which I usually don't do, which is why I probably didn't do great because I didn't let the other video marinate more. So I wanted to go ahead and do another Samsung video, see if this one could get more views, see if you guys are interested in it. So this one is still about the new products. So this one is going to be on the new Galaxy S Tab 8 and the Galaxy S22 Ultra. Now I am going to go ahead and speak about this though. There is some newer information that I can provide you than what happened before. So about what's going on. So as you guys can see here, I don't know. Yeah, so you can see here the dates have been pushed all the way to April. Unfortunately, they sold out of everything. So these kind of tablets, this kind of thing is just going nuts right now. I'm gonna go to the Galaxy so you guys can see all of the models, but they're all in April. Even the Tab S8, which wasn't at first, but yeah, you can see now it's officially pushed back till April. So that's blowing way past March, way past February 25th. I think it was deadline. February 25th was the day that was getting released. But so I wanted to go ahead and there's a new data that came out. I watched a couple of videos. There's been a couple of good YouTubers who's put some good ones out. And I wanted to go ahead and reassess my thoughts on it and let you guys know what's more in line with my thought process. So one thing that hasn't changed is I still don't recommend the S8 if you're going to get a tablet, because a Galaxy Tab S8 is more like, it's like the iPad Air if it had the iPad Mini's processor. That's pretty much that's just pretty much exactly what it is. That's honestly what it is for the price. Let me get rid of this non-trend so you guys can see the actual price of it. So it's $699. It's $100 more than the iPad Air. That's because it comes with an S Pen. The other ones doesn't. If it came with the Apple Pencil, it'd be the same price. But that's pretty much what it is. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Galaxy Tab S8 is for people who have Androids. They don't need to do it too much on a tablet. Just want to have like a good tablet experience, without going to an A series where it is complete garbage. You would rather go to S8 because at least you're gonna have some decent performance there. You have USB Type C. You have the pen. Some more functionality. That's where the Tab S8 lies. I'm just not a huge fan of it. To be really honest, it's just not something that I would gravitate towards, especially for my use case. I would gravitate more towards an S8 Plus and above, just because the Tab S8 does come with a super AMOLED screen, so it is great for color vividness. It's OLED. It absolutely comes out gorgeous. And it's also just a bigger screen. It goes from 11 inches to 12.4, which is a great screen size. Still not the one that I'm personally going to buy, because I've seen already the reviews on the Tab S8 Ultra, which is the one that we're going to be getting into here for the main part of this video here, and that thing rocks. It is phenomenal. It looks great. It feels great. It absolutely is stunning. Let me see if I can show you guys. I know it has that little notch, so a lot of people are like, oh, why did Samsung do that? Well, they did it, so get over it. And it looks great. I think it's 14.7 inches. It's a huge, massive, massive tablet, and it's absolutely beautiful. You see how the windows are constructed here. You can see the way it looks, the vivid colors, the OLED, and how gorgeous this is compared to the S8 and the S8 Plus. You can see the S8 here, and then in the back of the blue one is the S8 Plus, and then the S8 Ultra being there as well. Absolutely fantastic screen. Just awesome looking. Can record in 4K, front and back. It's absolutely amazing. It looks good, and you can also get it in different variations of RAM. So depending on how much you're going to use this for. Now, if you're like a serious person who likes to edit on tablets, which I don't know why you would, but if you do, I would go for the 16 gigabyte model. It absolutely offers best storage. Plus, you can upgrade the storage with an additional 512. So you can get one. You can easily get a terabyte out of this if you go for the 512 option. You can get, or if you need more RAM than 8, but you need less than 16 because you're not like, maybe you're a graphic designer or you're heavy in that line of work where you need, or you're like a business person that needs multiple tabs constantly open, then I would go for the 12 gigabyte model. And 256 is perfect, obviously, with storage because you're not using a lot of storage. You're just mostly using it for the window configuration. But for most people, 8 gigabytes is totally fine with 128 gigabytes. It's what you would get in an iPhone and most phones. So I don't think that's really that big of a deal. You can only get it in one color, though. That's the only thing that really sucks about the Ultra. I think they're going to come out with bespoke colors later on. I think there will be 2 or 3 other colors. I don't see them just doing graphite for the entire term of the S8 Ultra's lifetime, but you never know. Now, when it comes to the way you pay for it, I'm going to be supremely honest here. If they give you the option, if you have good enough credit to where you can get it by paying monthly, I would say to do that and go for the 36-month option. Reason being, because in 2 years you could probably trade this in, have it paid off, trade in, and still have money down for the next what would be the S10 Ultra. I don't think they're gonna call it the S10, but if they do the S10 Ultra, at that point, I don't see. Or you can go for 24 months. It's up to you, because that'll be at the very end of your term. That's when you trade it in, obviously. But this tablet is good for 2 years. This is a good 2 to 3 year tablet. Don't think you need to change it. This is an absolute wonderful item. Great purchase for anybody who needs a huge screen, that loves OLED, watches a lot of movies, content, YouTube, browsers up, just things like that. This is totally number one for you, and I don't think there's any other way of should change that in my mind. Now, if you're not a person who likes that big of a screen, which there are, and I don't blame you, you can always go for the Tab S8 Plus, and there's never anything wrong with that. That's an absolute gorgeous device, and you also get some different colors. Pink, gold, I don't think not many people are going to get that. I think it would be more of a silver or graphite. That's kind of more of a pro model style tablet. Like I said, it does come with a free slim keyboard cover, which is an amazing deal because it's $325 if you don't get it. And you can see here the options here to pay for it. Really good pricing. Like I said, this is a 2-year tablet, so I would go for the 25 months, and then with the final year, the tablet's worth, trade it in for the S10. Like I said, if you're going to get any of these devices, even a regular Tab S8, this is a 2-year device. You need to look at it as that. 2 to 3 years, that's how long you're going to want to have it. That's what you want. And if that is something that you're more interested in, and that is something that is very good for you, you're comfortable with a 2 to 3 year timeline, if you get it every year, it's so hard to justify, then it's definitely worth it. I'm sorry, to pay for it monthly. The only way I can see somebody paying for it outright is if you get the Tab S8, and then in 2 years you trade it. Then, at that point, that's not bad at all. Then I have no problems with somebody paying for it. But if you're going to get an S8 Plus or an S8 Ultra, do the monthly payments. It's not worth paying, $10.99 for an Ultra. And what is the other one? Paying $8.99 for the S8 Plus, or S8 Plus. Yeah, it's just not worth paying it all at once. Please, if you have the credit, pay it monthly. Totally worth it. Like I said, 0 down, 0 APR, excludes taxes and shipping. Those you do have to pay at the end of this. That's what you do to pay up front, but you don't have to pay any money down. So if I'm you guys, I would totally think about getting that. It changes the way you look at finances. I know I'm not a finance channel, but that's just some advice for everybody. Also, you also get 4 free months of YouTube Premium and 3 months free of Spotify Premium for new users only. If you guys have any other questions, please make sure to leave them down below. This is the end of the video here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.